fiddly diddly, people. This is Cletus here with my E3 wrap-up. Several days have gone by and we have seen a whole lot of games. Some good games, some not so good games, and games that might come out by the time, the next apocalypse comes. I don't know. But anyway, let's start out with the stuff you want to hear all about, and that's the big boys. And we go with Microsoft. And they had a lot of games, 42 I do believe, and there was a whole lot of exclusive this and exclusive that. I felt like I was watching some kind of, multi-millionaire show, and I was going to be invited to a penthouse suite. And then they get down to the nitty-gritty. We saw stuff like Cuphead look like an interactive cartoon, which is pretty cool, because I used to watch a lot of cartoons back in the day, especially Looney Tunes. And, then it gets over to stuff like Crackdown, which looked pretty cool. Lots of people bitching about the graphics and all that shit, which I don't understand, because nobody bitched about Borderlands, but everybody bitching about the Crackdown. Well, let me tell you, if you're not fine with this Crackdown game, you can always go outside and get cracked down the street. Then you got Forza 7. That was like an orgasm from my eyeballs. I couldn't understand what I was watching. I knew it was a racing game, but my God, it ever looked beautiful. I could marry that some bitch if I had to. They got Super Lucky Tales. I don't know much of the game, but it looks fun, and maybe I'll get super lucky tonight. Then there's some stuff like Ashland, which kind of looked pretty cool, but I got a feeling it's one of them games, where you get your ass kicked every couple of minutes. Sea of Thieves, that looked amazing, but, that's not coming out until next year, but I can't wait to walk the plank with no clothes on and scare away all the sharks. And then you got stuff like Anthem, that just look absolutely craziness, but that could be a long time either. I got a feeling we'll be in space before we get to that game. Who knows? And then let's talk about Sony for a second. Then let's talk about some of their games. Their conference pretty much, it was like a replay last year. We saw a lot of good stuff, but it was a lot of stuff that we already seen before. You know what I'm saying? It's like going on your second date. You've been there, you've done that, the pants have been down, and you're ready to move on to a new piece of bush. But anyway, they had stuff like they started the show with Uncharted, that Lost Legacy or whatever the hell they wants to call it, like a sequel. No Nathan Drake, but it still looked pretty cool. Then you get over to that Horizon Zero Dawn, just Aloy, she got another adventure coming up. This time it looks like they added snow and more. Can you find my gun or my leg? Fetch quest. And there you go, Days Gone, another zombie game. Looks like I'll be running for my life in that one. Looks pretty good, but that thing might be a long way out. I figured the new zombie apocalypse could be here by the time we sees it. Call of Duty, and then finally they stared to the big game of the show, and that'd be Spider-Man. And Spider-Man looking pretty damn cool, flying around in his red and blue tights and all that shit. I might have to give that one a go. And then I think my favorite was Final Fantasy, the fishing game. My God, I won't even have to jump in the lake anymore to go play this one. So, oh no, not bad. And then let's get to Nintendo. My God, Nintendo. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. They had some weird-ass games. They had lots of side-scrollers and shit for the kids and the family, like a Yoshi game. And they had a new Metroid game. Metroid Prime. Well, let me tell you, if I was back in my prime, I'd be all over that Samus Aran and trying to get her out of that fancy gold-plated suit. Might settle that at the pawn shop. Then you got Xenoblade Chronicles, and I always say the game can look cool, but if I can't fucking spell it, then I usually don't buy it. Then you got Super Mario Odyssey, and I gotta say appropriately named, because that game was one of the oddest goddamn things I ever seen. He's in a city, he's in a desert, he gets around more so than Pamela Anderson back in her prime, I tell you. My God, that game was cool and weird all at the same time. Nintendo, yeah, they only showed a handful of games, but apparently they wanted to show whatever the hell that means. I didn't know we was in a competition, but let's go with that. I want to give credit to Ubisoft, because they showed off some pretty cool shit. Like they had South Park, the Fractured Butthole, and any time a game has got Fractured Butthole in the name, it's gotta be damn good. And they did Beyond Good and Evil, and all I can think about when I saw that big pig was, my God, I'm gonna have some bacon for breakfast. My God, yes indeed. They had a lot of cool stuff too, Assassin's Creed and a whole lot more. But, I suppose the big noise maker really was all about that Microsoft Scorpion. That system that's been in development for so long, all this power this, power that, through 4K. Well, that finally dropped out, and they're calling it the Xbox One X. It almost sounds like Xbox 6, to be honest with you, but either which way, apparently this thing's supposed to be ultra powerful, and people are bitching because it can do 4K, and it can't do 4K, and all of this stuff. Well, let me tell you, man, look, game's looking pretty damn good still on my CRTV from back in the 60s, man. Porn never looked so good pixelated. So I don't know what everybody's making a fuss about, but as long as the game's is good, it really don't matter what you buy. Just go out and pick it up. It's all good. That's my thoughts on E3. Overall, pretty damn good show, but yeah, lots of games still a long ways out. Anyway, this is it for me. Cletus wrapping it up.